everybody. This is Connie with the Artisan Company. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be looking at a bead company called Crazy Crow. I have been buying from this company for at least 25 years, at least. And I just love what they carry, and they're very efficient. They're quick. Their packing is good. Yeah, if you want anything for reenactments, like old style, like 1700s type things, 1800s type things, if you want those types of things for clothing or anything like that, knives, etc., hatchets, or you need something for your regalia if you're native and you're looking for some regalia things, that's what they carry. And I love it about them. You can get patterns for clothes and all kinds of stuff. Heck, they even have shoes sometimes. So anyway, let's get into what we've got. First off, I got this beautiful little flyer in the box, and they're raffling off some artwork to commemorate the 30th anniversary of the Long Rifle Association. And they feature 3 different artists here. And actually, I've met this guy right here. And anyway, but each one of them do very unique artwork. She does porcupine quill work. The guy in the middle does bronzes, and this guy right over here, David Wright, does paintings. And so they are raffling off some of the artwork of these wonderful people to raise money for the Long Rifle Association. So this was actually in my box so that I could actually sign up to see if I could win something. But anyway, I thought that was just kind of cool. So that was the first thing. All right, so the next thing I got here was some deer lacing, and this is saddle tan, which is actually one of my absolute favorite colors of deer lacing is saddle tan. It just goes with so much stuff. But this one is a 3/16 inch wide, unlike what we use in a lot of the earrings and things that I do. This one is wider. Look at this. So if you want to do a single necklace, which we'll probably do one of those here shortly, just a single necklace for men or women, this would be the perfect lacing for that. So anyway, I got this at Crazy Crow. And then I bought these, and these are conchos, you can see, and they screw on. They've got a little screw on the back. And what I do with these is I make bracelets out of them. You can see it screws down like that. And I have made bracelets from these conchos for over a decade, probably 20 years now. But anyway, there's a little Celtic heart, and this is also a Celtic knot, but they have other things too, other designs, but I got these, and I use these for bracelets, and so maybe in the future we'll do a bracelet to show you how I do it. But they have great stuff like this, all kinds of unusual things, and things that go back to, like I said, the 1800s in design, so you can get some authentic looking things. Okay, let's see what else we got. All right, so you know the bracelet that we just did last week, the traditional Southwest native style bone bracelet, I used these thick spacers in it, and so I ordered some more of these, and I've got the black horn ones, and I also got the white bone ones. And these two are four strands, but they have 3 strands, 5 strands, and they have some leather ones that are in 2 strands. But I usually, most of the time, use 3, 4, and 5 strand spacers. So I've got these. This is the horn and this is the bone. You can antique the bone with walnut or coffee or tea, or I think I actually did antique some bone with beet juice, and it made it such a beautiful soft pink for a woman's necklace. But anyway, I got these, and then these are the 5-strand ones. You can see, and they also have spacers like this that are half this size, that are, you know, much thinner than this. But these tend to be the ones I gravitate to the most, just because I like the way they space things. But I also use the other ones that are smaller. Let me see if I can find one over here. I know I have some. Yes, that look like this. Okay. So these are much, much smaller. This is a 4-strand, and you can see how tiny it is compared to this one. You can see it's about half the size of the fat one. And I do use these too, and you can purchase these there as well. But you can see the difference in the two. But you can get both of them at Crazy Crow. Got to love it. All right, let's see what else we got on the plate. Okay, so I order these 7mm hollow beads every time I order from them. And you can see here, let me just open this little corner here, that they have large holes. You can see. You put a little stick in there and you can see it. See how large that hole is right there? That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Pretty amazing. But these are 7mm hollow large hole beads, and I cannot tell you how often these are used in my Southwest styles. The leather runs through it beautifully. You have no issues with that. Obviously, sinew will run through it as well. But you can just, they're just so authentic to so many things. And so I buy these in the copper, and I've got them in what they call the silver, or the German silver, which is a nickel. And then I also get a brass. So I get all 3 colors. I use them in everything doing Southwest style work. They're just, there's no substitute for these. I'll just tell you. So I buy all of those. And then you can also get them in this is a 4mm, and I've got copper, brass, and I also got the silver color as well. These are a 4mm. I use these in everything, and they do really well for female style things because they're smaller. They also make these with a little bit bigger hole in them as well. I didn't order those this time. I probably should have, but anyway, I'll probably have to call back and get some more. But I always buy all 3 colors. You can't substitute them. I mean, in the Southwest work, it's just, you just need them. So if you're planning on doing more Southwest work, then you probably need some of these. I also bought these, and these are brass, and they're also a large hole, but they are solid brass, and they're heavy. They're not a lightweight bead, whereas these right here are lighter weight. These right here are absolutely solid. They're large hole, you can see, but I'm telling you, they're heavyweight beads. And I always order these too, because there are just certain things like purses and things like that you want this type of bead on. And so I always order these. These are also a 7mm as well. All right, let's look at what else we got. Okay, so this was a new purchase for me. I've never bought these, but they're a 4 millimeter uh, large hole. I don't know if you can see those or not, but 4 millimeter large hole, little tiny bead. And I'm thinking, my gosh, I've never used those before. So I bought some just to see what I could come up with to put them on. But I think they're big enough that maybe the smaller pieces of leather can go through there. But we'll just see. But I got some of those. Then this is another staple right here, and this is the 9 millimeter glass crow bead. And this is what I was telling you, do not substitute plastic pony beads for, okay? These are the 9 millimeter glass Czechoslovakian crow beads, and I get these from Crazy Crow. Fire Mountain does carry them as well. And like I said in one of the other videos, I think on the bracelet one, if you get the India crow beads, they're beautiful, have some really unique colors, but the problem is they're all irregular. So if you're trying to do a choker or a bracelet or something where all the beads need to line up uniformly, it's going to be very difficult to do with the India beads. So I always order the Czechoslovakian 9 millimeter glass crow beads. I also order the 7 millimeter Czechoslovakian glass crow bead. Okay. And I think I used that in the bracelet the other day that we did. So anyway, there is no substitute for these. And they come in a myriad of colors. But if you're going to be doing Southwest style jewelry, you need these. You need to get the real thing, and you will not regret it. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so I ordered some bone feathers of different kinds, and because I'm going to be doing earrings and probably using one as a pendant as well. So I ordered 3 of each, and I ordered the white. You can get these antiqued already, but I ordered the white because I like to antique it myself. And because I can control the color of what I want. But look at these beautiful carved. Oh my goodness, aren't these gorgeous? I'll put them right here on my fingers so you can see how long they are. But aren't these beautiful? Oh my goodness, they're going to make gorgeous earrings, gorgeous necklace. Oh my, oh my. And so with the bone like this, yes, you can antique it. And also, if you've got a really steady hand and the right brushes, you can actually paint inside all of these little carved marks right here, and make it extremely unique. Here's some more right here you could paint right down here. So you can antique it, you can paint it, you can leave it white, you can antique it and paint it, but it's endless. So this kind of thing I just love, and I get these from there. I love them because they make such beautiful jewelry. And the last 2 things I got were some turquoise from there, and this one right here is a reconstituted turquoise, and according to the American Gem Society, reconstituted turquoise is still considered turquoise. And the reason why is because what they do is they take turquoise pieces and they grind them down to a powder, reshape them into a shape like this one, and introduce color to it and stabilizers to it, and then you have something that comes out, a product that comes out like this. And so because it is made from the ground powder of turquoise, the Gemological Society does still consider it as turquoise. You can list it that way. I usually, if I'm using reconstituted turquoise, which is rare, But if I do, I will list it in my listings on my jewelry if I do it, to let people know it's reconstituted and not actually carved. So, but anyway, they had these at an excellent price, and I thought the color was beautiful. I love the shape, and I thought, wow, this would make a beautiful piece of jewelry at a reasonable cost for someone who wants turquoise and wants that blue turquoise look. They'll be able to get a piece of beautiful jewelry at a fraction of the cost of other turquoise. This one as well, I just thought it was gorgeous. I love this barrel cut here. I love the size of it. I love that greenish color, and I thought, wow, this would be stunning with brown, you know, copper, all of that. It's got some pretty matrix in it. So I snatched these up. The prices on these were really inexpensive. They do still have some online. If you want to go there. So those two were my splurges for this purchase. So, okay. I hope this was informative for you. This is Crazy Crow. They're out of Texas. Like I said, I've ordered from them for 25 years, and I love their products. What I get, I love it. The only thing I've ordered from them that I probably wouldn't order again is the pre-beaded jewelry, like, you know, the little tiny seed bead type jewelry. They do carry that too, but it's not woven as tightly as it should be, and it's probably because it's done overseas, and that's okay. There's no problem with that. But it's not as tight as I personally would like it to be woven. So I generally don't purchase those kinds of things. I can do that kind of work. I don't enjoy it. It's not real cost effective because of the time, but sometimes I do things like that, just if I get into something where I just really want to do something tedious like that. But anyway, okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. I sure did. If you're going to be doing Southwest style jewelry, go check out Crazy Crow's site. And I had this in a matter of 2 or 3 days after I ordered it. So it came really, really fast. Anyway, remember to like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.